In this video, I'm going to talk about something called learned helplessness and how you can smash those beliefs in your head. And this is the reason why you are not getting the results you want. I need to tell you something that will absolutely blow your mind. What you can achieve isn't even conceivable by your own brain. And this is all because of pussy mindsets coming from school. You've ranked yourself subconsciously based on the perspective of other people. You either think yourself as a bad student or a nerd or someone who gets insane marks or like the Asian student or whatever stereotype. You might be thinking that you are those people, and because of that, you stick to it. And this is your own brain fighting against you, what you believe. If you believe that you are in the stereotypes, you stick to it and you don't achieve anything greater than that. I'm going to talk about how you can actually take control over your entire mind and realize that your mind is actually fighting against you when it comes to achieving more. Yet again, conventional advice does not work, so this video will be on unconventional advice. School advice is always shit. They always tell you, oh, you get the participation award. Like, you need to take control over your life. You don't get participation awards in this ruthless life that pushes you aside if you're worthless. Stop buying into the ideas that school propagates to you about saying that you're special or your marks are okay and it's okay to settle for less. You need to take control right now. So it was around last year in chem class when I had an epiphany moment. So I literally just thought for a second, I was like, wait, is it possible to get the same amount of knowledge by not doing homework and not taking notes? So if you listen in class, you get pretty much every single piece of knowledge that is taught to you by homework, right? The homework just reinforces what you learn in class, right? If your brain is powerful enough, is it possible to absorb the amount of information the first time so that you can skip doing homework and you save half the amount of time you study? And I realized what determines it as not impossible. If it's not proven that it's not possible, it can be done. When I realized this, my mind's absolutely blown away, and I found the most broken technique possible, which is not doing homework. I swear, this is the most broken technique possible when it comes to saving time on grades. Now, the moment I believed that it's possible, it didn't just happen automatically, right? You don't just believe something happens and it happens. Believing enables the actions toward your goal. For example, when I believe that it's possible to not do homework, instead of just cutting it out and then noticing my grades drop, instead of that, I actually focused on improving my focus skill so that the more I cut out homework, the more I trained my brain to focus more on the lesson, the more I absorb during the lesson. And it really is possible if you really think about it. Stop coping. Listen to me because I've actually done it before. And I'm not lying to you because it's so hard to lie on camera. It's just inauthentic. It just won't work long term. It's completely possible to absorb 95% of the information the first time just by listening in class. These are the results that I get because I have a 95 average. The only two things that I do to get this is listening in class and then studying last minute every single test for like less than 30 minutes. I swear to God, bro. The moment that I believed that it was possible to cut out homework and learn everything the first time that you listen to it, it happened. It enabled my actions to learn how to focus intensely on what I'm listening to train my absorption rate of knowledge. That is why belief dictates your actions. That is why belief is essential for getting higher results. If you buy into the belief that you are a bad student, your actions will determine that. You're gonna study with a disgraceful attitude. You're gonna be like, oh, I already know I'm gonna get this bad mark. And that is absolutely bullshit because you are in complete control of your marks. You just don't realize it yet. You just classify yourself in your own brain that you are a bad student, which dictates your mark that you get because of the actions that result from your belief. So the framework that I'm about to give you is pretty much start thinking. There's two things you should start thinking. One, if someone has done it before, I can do it too. Now, you're already probably coping, but I'll address the cope later. If I have done the thing you wanted to, for example, if you want a 95 average while studying less than 30 minutes per test and not doing homework, not taking notes, I have done it. Trust me, I have done it. If you want it, it is possible because I have done it. I have proven to you that it is possible. Now I'll address the cope. Genetics, bullshit. Born somewhere else, bullshit. I do not have any advantage on you whatsoever other than the daily habits that I do. Think about it. I meditate every single day to improve my focus. And meditation has been proven to be like scientifically from like so many studies that it improves focus, it improves dopamine, it improves every single metric that is important to your brain's ability to focus and to absorb information. You don't realize how much work I've put in to train my brain to absorb the knowledge the first time. All these copes saying you can't do it is bullshit, because you can do the exact same training methods which I've done, which is like, you can meditate too. You can meditate for months too. You can cut the bad dopamines too. You can do it too. You are just coping because you think that it's not possible, to think that some random internet guy is just randomly yapping about these random stupid techniques such as cutting out homework. You think it's not possible because you've never heard of anyone do it before. It's that simple. You just train your ability to absorb information the first time, and you get that, unlock that ability of studying like 2 hours less per test. Now the next thing you can be thinking is, if there's no proof that it can't be done, I can do it. This is advanced thinking. This is what I've thought. To start thinking, wait, it's not proven that you can't absorb all the knowledge the first time. It's not proven that it's not possible, so why can't I just do it? And this enabled me to have the biggest epiphany of my life, to the point where I can just save so much time, start adopting these two mindsets. And now notice how your own brain is fighting against you. I'm literally fighting for you, bro. And your own brain is coping against you. So notice how powerful your beliefs dictate your actions. Now, the next thing I want you to do is pretty much increase your mark by 5%. So like, if your mark is like an 80, increase it to 85 and say you are that X student. For example, if my mark was 80 and I increased to 85, I am a 85 student. Just repeat it in your brain. You are an 85 student. What I'm trying to tell you is, hypnotize yourself to believe that you technically are that student. You are at that level. You might be thinking all this is bullshit. I'm telling you, bro, you need to hypnotize yourself to realize that you can actually achieve higher things, because the moment you do so, your actions will align with your beliefs and you'll actually start to achieve more. You will achieve the things that you believe in because that aligns with your beliefs. How does this actually work? The subconscious mind is based on everyday experiences. Think about it. From the moment you were born, your mind was pretty much a blank slate, right? You didn't really know how to think. You weren't really like conscious, right? Now, how is your mind built over time? Pretty much every single day is just filled with experiences. So the beliefs that you have currently are completely determined by the experiences that you've had in previous days. So why does hypnotizing yourself actually work? Why does saying that you are a higher marking student actually work? It's because you're rewriting the experiences in your subconscious mind. Trust me, bro. I've done like so much research. Like, you might be thinking I'm coping, bro. Just search it up yourself. If you repeat things, it's called visualization, or using the power of your subconscious mind. It actually works, bro. Your subconscious mind is a real thing. If you keep repeating something, your mind will start believing it. And specifically, I want you to repeat when your mind copes. So whenever you get back a test and then start thinking like, oh, of course I got this mark because I am that X student. Of course I got 80 because I am an 80 student. Stop thinking that, because you are an 85 student. Raise your standard, raise your expectations, and you'll push harder. The more you expect from yourself, the more harder you'll push, the more you'll want it, the more you'll realize you're falling below baseline, the more effort you will put into getting a higher mark. This is essential when it comes to getting any result in life. You need to raise your standards to that result. Your baseline should be that result. Now, obviously, if you just believe that you are an X student, but you don't take action, you don't change the way you act, you won't magically get the results, right? Your actions need to align your beliefs. But the thing is, you would never do the actions in the first place if you didn't believe it in the first place. For example, the people that invented the airplane, or like human flight, right? No one believed that it was possible. Everyone thought the brothers were crazy until they did it. And then now everyone's inventing higher speed, faster jets and planes, right? If the people that invented the first plane did not believe in themselves, they would have never pushed as hard as they did. This is why you first need to hypnotize yourself, first need to constantly repeat something in your mind to believe in something higher than yourself first, because your actions are based on your beliefs. If you want more unconventional advice on how to get good grades quickly, click the link in the description to join my Discord server.